watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, today we're going to be looking at an open tag from Matt over at Slip Joint Sawyer. He's asking us to take a look at our canoe collection, so that's what we're going to do. If you're not familiar with Matt, please go check his channel out. It's growing super fast. He's already at 1,700 subscribers. Feels like he just started yesterday. But Matt and I do a show together on Sundays called the Slippy and Thrifty Show. Make sure you're checking that out. It's live most weeks except for when Matt has to work. And that's at Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time and 4:30 p.m. UK time, right here on YouTube. But Matt's just a fantastic guy, and you're definitely going to be missing out if you don't go over and subscribe to his channel with his fantastic reviews. But he's asked us to look at the canoe collection, so that's what we're going to do today. So first up, we've got this little mini canoe. It's about 3 5/8 to 3 6/8 inch long, right in there. And sometimes this is referred to as butter bean, but this model is a Rough Rider. It's model number RR1571. This is the red Jigbone. And you got the nice chevron or Chevrolet style shield or the bow tie shield on there. Always enjoy this red Jigbone. Every time I get one of these knives in this series, I'm just kind of blown away by how good that bone looks. It's so vibrant. It's just a fantastically done die that they put in there. Comes with the same style blades as its larger brother, just in a smaller package. Got the spear point on the front there, and then the pin blade here in the back. And yeah, if you measure those, pretty small. Yeah, it's not even 2 inches long, so about 1 7/8 inch for the main blade, and like a cutting edge, I don't know, what about 1 5/8, I'd say. Got match strike pulls on them. Pretty neat little pattern. Now, if you really want to check these out, I recommend you go over to Jersey Knife Guy. He's got a ton of these. He has a little collection of these butter beans or these mini canoes from Rough Rider. Pretty cool little collection of them. He hasn't shown them for quite a while, but I know he does have that out there somewhere. I've seen it. But here's another one. This is the yellow composition, and this is model number RR895. Got the Federal shield there. And then you've got same style bolsters. This is brother here. They're pretty much the same. Got this straight up and down, and then the single thread on them. But yeah, again, same blades. This one doesn't have quite the pull that the other one does. A little springier, the other one. But yeah, it's just a classic design there with that yellow comp handle. Now I use those for fifth pocket knives. Just don't have a ton of them because I don't carry the fifth pocket knife as much. Obviously, that's more of a winter thing for me when I'm wearing jeans. But up next, we've got another canoe. This is the more recent model here. This is the Red Fox series. Model number here is RR2297 RF for Red Fox. And we'll differentiate that one from another knife that I've got here that's also model number 2297. But this has got the Red Fox shield on it, and then the layered micarta handle with black and red. Diagonal bolsters. And just really cool series here. Got the red underliners there. Give it a little splash of color. This is really well done. Got the satin finish blades on there with the back-to-back R tang stamp. And I think some of these are going to be repeated from what Matt showed. We have some of the same models. But I think this is one he showed as well. So I apologize for some of the repeats here. But yeah, nice 2-spring design on this one. But pretty slender. And that's one I was really excited to get in that Red Fox series, which I think are all those Fox series are just fantastic from Rough Rider. All right, up next we've got another one that was kind of what Matt showed, but he had the wood handle one. I have here the amber Jigbone, and these are exclusive to Walmart, so that's about the only place you can get these. I think this was about $12 when they've got them, and they kind of come in and out of stock. They don't last long, it seems like. Again, satin finish blades on this one. This is model number 389, and this has got the 420 J2 steel on it. These are the imported knives. And there's a look at that spear point blade, or excuse me, the pin blade in the back. So yeah, just a really nice Really nice in the hand, very comfortable knife to use. So there you go, one from Buck, represented by Buck. Again, like Walmart, if you want to check that out. And the model number again is 389. Up next, we've got the Queen Saw Cupbone, one of my favorite series of knives of all time from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Got these nice satin finished bolsters on them, straight up and down. That Queen shield on there, really nicely done. These have half stops and good lockup, very comfortable in the hand again. And when you close them, of course, the nice thing about the Canoes is they, generally speaking, cover up the tangs. But we will look at one that does not when we get to it. But yeah, nice saw cut bone on there. Really good value knives. Brass liners, brass pins. The only downside maybe is these handles are a little delicate. They will crack on you if you're not careful with them. But otherwise, a wonderful knife. And really happy to have that one. Up next is the Rifleman series RR702. This again from Rough Rider. This is an older model, long discontinued. They don't make these anymore. Got the gun stock bone on there and the rifle shield. And it got the blade etch there that says the Rifleman series. So pretty cool series of knives. I've got several different ones of the Rifleman series. They're a pretty popular series. When you can get them on eBay, you generally pay, probably over what you did on retail. So this series probably has kind of appreciated in value a little bit, not like a ton, but they are fetching more than what they cost when they were new. So that's kind of cool. But really well made. This one's got a little bit of a gap there, but nothing major. And really happy with the pull on this one. This one's got the horseshoe tang on it. Always liked that tang. Wish they had kept that around a little longer. But just a really well-made knife from Rough Rider. Really pretty handle. All right, up next we've got the culprit. This is the Queen Winterbottom Bone. And I guess the downside to this one is just that there is a little bit of that tang exposed at the top, and you'd kind of like to not see that, because really, much like the copperheads, you're supposed to kind of cover up the tangs with the extended bolster, and these don't extend enough to do that. But there you go. Pretty nice handles, though. I do like the way they've done the Winterbottom Bone. Again, that wonderful little Queen shield there. So this one's just built a little different. If we look at the other Queen and compare, you can see that these are just not shaped the same. You got completely different style bolsters. But I'd say I prefer that style to this one. I wish they'd kind of done that. But they did that also to the Barlow. So maybe there's perhaps some history as to why they've done that the way they've done that. I can't really speak to that because I haven't looked into it. But this one's got a blade etch on it. It says Queen Steel. And your match strike pull, the rounded style. Got a half stop there. These lock up really good. And that was, look at your spear point blade. A little narrower than some of the other ones. And there's the pin blade. Yeah, so this main blade is just a little narrower than a lot of the other blades. But overall, really like the knife still, and even with that, not a massive problem. It's just that you did kind of expect a Canoe to have those tangs covered up. And I think Slippy showed a red version of the same style from Queen, the red synthetic. It's got the same shape. So there you have that. And I believe this blade steel on this one's 440C. Is that right? Yeah, it is. So a little upgraded in the steel on these. All right, up next we've got the Bow Canoe, and this one's sent to me by L Phoenix. So another shout out to L Phoenix for sending this along to me. This one's got a really stiff pull on it, really good lockup, and a very substantial blade. Just a lot of down sweep on the Bow Canoe there. So probably why I haven't bought more of these. It just seems a little awkward in the hand. But this one has half stops, and this one's in the Bone Stag series. And what number is this? This is the RR2428. Good look at the handle material on that one. And just to back up a moment, I don't know if I told you the model number on this, but this is the QN64WB. So there you go. Queen Winter Bottom Bone. All right, up next we have the black and red. Now this is the one that has the same model number as the Desert Fox series, just without the suffix. This is just the regular RR2297. But you can see they really are nothing alike. They've got different kind of bolsters, and just they're not shaped the same at all. This is a more narrow frame, doesn't stick up as much, and then you've got a nice little spear point blade on there, and you can see the if I can get the oil off there, the Rough Rider tang stamp on that. It's quite a bit different. So this one's built, I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Blue Mule series, this one's similar to the Blue Mule series. You got the satin finished stainless bolsters on this one. Or they could be nickel silver, I'm not sure, but they are satin finished. And there is a look at that blade. And again, the half stops on this one, a little thicker blade stock looks like on the, or belly on the pin blade on this one. But just a little different design, yeah. It's not quite the same as some of these others. But this is, again, model number RR2297. Black and red G10 handles. Okay, so up next we have the orange smooth bone. This is an older one, long discontinued. And I just showed this on that orange knives open tag by RJ. So this is making another appearance, and you can see this one didn't take a ton of dye, not nearly as dark as a lot of the other orange smooth bone series. But this is an older one, no half stops. Here's a look at that older tang stamp on there, that script. And it just says Rough Rider stainless steel. This is 440A on this one. And a good look at that spear point blade. At the regular nail nick, no match strike pull. So yeah, much older one. And the other side here, kind of a lazy half stop. You can see that kind of flops around. Probably wasn't intended to be a half stop, so there you have it. That is the model number RR046. Older Rough Rider. Okay, up next we've got the Stoneworks series Canoe. This is a more recent release. And you can see it's got the swedging and the pinched bolsters on it. Nice inlays on here. Got some mother of pearl and regular pearl, and some red synthetic, and they're separated by some nickel silver, spacers there. So pretty cool. And again, these do a good job hiding the tangs. Half stops on this one. This one got the more modern stamped tang stamp with Rough Rider on it. And kind of a bit of a weak pull on this one. Could be better. Probably about a 5.5 maybe. Mirror finish on these. And if we look at the back, got the pin blade. And again, mirror finish on that one. But they used a lot of swedging on there. And that's kind of what they've been doing ever since. So, just a little different look to them. But the straight up and down style bolsters on that one. But that's model number RR909. Alright, up next we got the Stroke of Luck series. This is model number RR1062. And this is an older one. They've been discontinued for quite a while, but just got green smooth bone handles and that horseshoe shield. And these fancy bolsters, which I really adore. Got the shamrock on there with the crossed diamonds on them. And every time I look at this, I'm reminded of what Stuart Harvey has said about this knife. He's like, why are the shamrocks not four-clovered? Can't answer that, but in any case, it's still a shamrock. And that's kind of the Irish theme to it, I suppose. This one's got quite the blade etch on there. It says a Stroke of Luck. A little reverse etch on there. So this one's got, it's pretty fancy. No half stops on this one, much like the orange one, older. And got the reverse R tang stamps on there. There's a good look at the other one there. So there you have it, Stroke of Luck series, model number again, RR1572. All right, here's my favorite canoe that I own. This is the Amber Jigbone from Rough Rider. This is a very early model. This is the model number RR048. And I got this one on eBay, and I just love the handles on this. And the auction didn't really show off just how great these handles are, but you basically have like a combination of smooth bone and amber jigging on this one. And it's just in this perfect brown color. It's hard to describe, just it's almost like a milk chocolate brown. You know, got that light cocoa, you know, like a Hershey's mix that you put that you might make in the or Swiss Miss, I guess, and with some marshmallows. But it's a fantastic color. And look at the back, they've done a great job matching that up. And again, this is like the orange and the older ones that I've got here. Got that same style bolster pattern. Got the tangs covered up, so that works. This hot dog shield with the Rough Rider script in there, stamped in there. And again, no half stops on this, but this has got the anvil and Rough Rider combination etch on it. You don't see that every day. A lot of them will just have the always ready, but this one just has the name Rough Rider on there, so a little more uncommon, I guess you'd say. And then you've got the pen blade, so no tang stamps on that one, but this one's got the script on it like the others. Kind of a weak pull on the secondary blade. That's super weak. That's like a 3 right there. Kind of an unacceptable pull, unfortunately. But I just like the handle so much that it doesn't really bother me. The main blade, a little stiffer. Much more confidence in that one. That secondary blade's just almost useless. It's just, I mean, it's got snap, but there's just like no resistance on the pull on it. But otherwise, great knife, and still my favorite. Just got the beautiful handle material on it. So there's that one. Model number RR048. All right, up next, we have got, oh, wrong one. Okay, let's grab this one. This is the high carbon steel. Now this one's really different. Got the same shape as like the Stonework series, but the overall build is a little different. It's wider than the rest of them. I don't know if it's because they had coated blades, so they had to make the body a little wider. But you can see there's like a gap between the blades, and this is the only one like that. But it's got 440A stainless blades, but they're coated in titanium. So it's sort of a, well, I don't know, I guess almost like a stone washed finish, but a little different. So yeah, the titanium coating on it. Got the black G10 handles and that square shield on there with the diamond and then an RR inside of it. And again, they call this the high carbon steel series. But really good pull on this one. I'd say that's right at a 7. And then the back, pretty much the same. These are dead solid. Got the horseshoe tang stamp on these, which is really cool. One of my favorites. There again, horseshoe tang. And yeah, really grippy kind of G10 on there. Feels really good in the hand. So that one's model number RR1571. All right. Up next we got a pretty basic one. This one's Marbles White Smooth Bone. And again, this one's a little more narrow. Similar to, yeah, the black and red. It's got the frame like that one. And Marbles just has a plain white bone on it. Nickel silver bolsters on either end. Looks like they've gotten a little bit of a yellow tinge to them. And half stops on this one. Got the Marbles etch stamp on there, or just Marbles etch for the tang. And my strike pull. Pretty good lockup. Pretty solid knife. I think these are pretty affordable too when you can find them. So if you don't have a canoe and you want to try one out, this might be the kind of the one to go for. Really good pull on both blades. Feels really good in the hand. And yeah, that's a winner of a knife for the pull. And if they're all like that, that would be a definite user for sure. But yeah, pretty basic. This is model number MR580. And I'm pretty sure these are still available over on Smoky Mountain Knife Works for a pretty good price. All right, up next, and this is the last one. We've got the Rough Rider Blue Smooth Bone. This is model number RR1949. Got the round horseshoe shield on this one. Again, the styling is more like your Rifleman series here. Same frame shape as that one. So in that kind of a time frame, no half stops, but we've got the reverse R tank stamp. And that round shield, beautifully done. Like, it's supposed to be blue smooth bone, but really, honestly, it looks more like a dark green or teal color. And these do range in different colors. If you remember the Masonic blue smooth bone that Slippy had, see how much greener this one is than his blue. It just is not really even the same color. So yep, more of a bluish green, but really good blade style on this one. Mirror finish on them. Pull about a 6. About a 6 on that one. Let's see, this was about a 5. So not the stiffest of pulls on these two blades, but good enough. I mean, it's serviceable. Can make it work. But there's the last canoe there. So again, this is model number RR1949. But that does it for my canoe collection and the open tag. Appreciate Matt creating this tag. Hope you enjoyed all these knives. I know it was kind of a longer video, but it took a while to get through them all. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. We'll see you next time. Take care.